about what's driving all of this growth. How do you get from 8 million to a billion in 6 months?
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on the show. And actually, just to provide a quick update on the number, we're actually at $2.3 billion in trading volume so far in August. So it's a really exciting time for NFTs. And I think, from our perspective, if you rewind, NFTs have been around since 2017. And this recent surge in excitement is really the accumulation of a lot of hard work from a lot of companies in the space, a lot of infrastructure being built out around NFTs, so that now there's really a lot more for consumers to go in and dig into in the NFT space. There's art, there's collectibles, there's gaming, there's virtual worlds. So there's just so much activity and so much momentum around it. And I think people are really waking up to the fact that there's this whole new digital economy emerging around artists, creators, musicians, and athletes as well, that allows them to sell these digital assets directly to their fans and directly to people who want to engage in these projects. So it's a really exciting time for the space, and OpenSea is at the center of all that. So we've seen tremendous growth of the market really over the last 12 months.
So, we're at a point where you can own a piece of a song. Do you see this, owning a piece of a movie, owning a piece of a TV series, owning a popular sports play? Do you see that going mainstream, happening on a broad scale?
I definitely do. I think, there's really opportunities for everyone here, right? Gamers have been trading digital assets for a long time. They know how valuable digital content is within the context of games. Artists have been looking for ways to engage more effectively with their fans. Musicians, athletes, there's opportunity here for everyone. And there's even use cases for NFTs that are outside of this sort of collectible art or gaming use case. For example, event tickets. We've had some projects where people trade event tickets as NFTs. So this is a very broad ranging technology. And I think it's really just in the early days of being explored, and the sky's the limit.
So look, for the people who don't understand, how do we know for sure these are actually going to be worth something someday?
Well, at the end of the day, it's all supply and demand, right? So, I think if you're buying an NFT, you should think about it as, something that's a collectible, something that's a piece of an art, something that you want to own just for the pure purpose of owning it. You should look at sort of the market dynamics over time, and do your own research, right? So there's no guarantee that every NFT is going to be worth something, just as there's no guarantee that a Beanie Baby that you buy is going to be a rare collectible that someone wants to buy in the future. But that being said, there is a really interesting opportunity to own digital content here, and it's early days for the space.
So you've hit a $1.5 billion valuation, unless you have another updated number to share with us today. Talk to us about your investors, your backers, your plans. Are you expecting to go public?
Sure. So with our Series B, we raised $100 million from an all-star cast of investors. We had Andreessen Horowitz, Co2, our early backers, Y Combinator and Founders Fund, and a number of notable angel and strategic investors in the round as well. So this round is really around getting the best possible team to go and execute on the vision that we've really had since we started in 2017, which was to build the best possible NFT marketplace, one-stop shop where you can buy, sell, discover NFTs across multiple blockchains. And we're building the best possible team on engineering, operations, BD to go and achieve that. So really excited about the future of the space here, and excited about bringing on these great strategic partners as well.
Meantime, the NBA and DraftKings are launching their own marketplaces. Talk about the competition and where OpenSea fits in.
Sure. OpenSea is really the largest and broadest marketplace. So we think there's going to be tons of content coming onto the blockchain, tons of opportunity, tons of games, tons of artists. And we've always envisioned OpenSea as the Amazon or the eBay style marketplace, where you can go and you can find whatever you're looking for, and then you can resell, right? So we have peer-to-peer trading of a lot of the projects that launched outside of OpenSea. You can go and list those assets on OpenSea. We have really broad coverage, and we're not just about collectibles and art, right? We trade game items, we trade event tickets, we trade crypto domain names. And so it's a one-stop shop, and we aim to make it the best user experience in terms of a marketplace, and also the best place for new people who are still learning about the space, but really want to explore and just get a taste of it before really sinking their teeth in.
So talk to us about transaction costs on the blockchain. Have the upgrades we've been seeing with Ethereum changed things? Is there more that you would like to see?
Yeah, so we're seeing a Cambrian explosion of innovation in the underlying layers for NFTs and the blockchain layers that power this technology. So upgrades to Ethereum have been great. They've provided a lot more stability, but there's a lot of room to grow. So for example, on OpenSea, we've launched our cross-blockchain support. So we now support Ethereum, but we also support layer 2 blockchains like Polygon to allow for much lower cost environments for trading. And this is super critical because, if you're paying a high transaction cost to buy something, it kind of limits the types of things you can purchase, right? It's hard to buy something for only $10 if you're paying a $30 or $40 fee on top of that. So adding these scalable solutions, moving to new technologies like proof of stake are really vital for getting this technology to be adopted by a more mainstream customer. And at OpenSea, we're really excited about the Polygon launch we did recently, which is a really solid step in that direction.
So quickly, what are your favorite NFTs? What should we be watching?
So I'm really excited about gaming and metaverses. So a project called Crypto Voxels is a virtual world where you can own virtual land and you can build museums of your NFTs inside of this virtual world. It's a lot like Minecraft, for those of you who know that. And I think it's really going to be sort of this weird intersection between gaming, art, and collectibles, where we're spending more time inside of these digital ecosystems and building out really unique experiences. So for what I'm really excited about is the projects that kind of take it to the next level and build really engaging environments to display your NFTs. And Crypto Voxels, Decentraland, Sandbox are all really great examples of that. But of course, gotta give a shout out to some of those collectible projects, Cool Cats, CryptoPunks. I see an Avastar on the screen. So I'm a fan of all of the experimentation that's happening in the space.